Nigeria is a very religious country, so I don't know how to say this, but I saw the hustle. I feel like how you tell your friend there is a job. I feel when there's a public figure, as they die, and all these pastors, their friend is like, there's this woman that is dying. We need to go and milk that puppy. If I say there are not less than 20 pastors were in the house at some point or another, I think is low. Just to give you an example, there's this pastor that came. I don't want any money. I don't want anything. I'm going to heal you. God. The guy stopped. He said, yes, God? Is that what you want me to tell her? I said, this dude is on a WhatsApp call with God. Like, really? But my mom was like really into it.
Yeah.
So, my father is a doctor. My elder brother is a doctor.
Four of the people in the family.
This was stage 4 cancer. And I always had the problem that for a religious country where we're saying we're going to heaven, the way we push against accepting a reality.
Yeah.
Because I feel that robbed a lot of that finality from her death. It was more of God will heal me. Was it Adeboye? She went to who is who, spent the money, sowed all the seed, and everybody knew. So I felt it was a racket. In Nigeria, we don't call it crime or anything. There was a hustle.
Yeah.
There was divine hustle.
Divine hustle.
Divine hustle, because there was monetary or favors called in on her. Yes. My mother's faith could lift mountains. Her faith alone, and it wasn't enough. It was just a fact of life. But she truly believed categorically that she would be healed.
Yeah.
I think it was heartbreaking. She went to this pastor Adeboye's place in Lagos for like a week, the whole shebang. Blah, blah. She came back and she said they need to do a scan that God has healed her. And I remember my father was crying when he was taken to the scan. He knew what they would see. And he wasn't trying to shut it down, but he was trying to dampen expectations. But my mom, you know how someone, like, God has healed me. And they go and they see the mass of the cancer there, growing larger. And my mom just became a shell for like 3 days. And you just see someone, a larger than life figure, just whittling away every day.
You know, your dad, I have to ask about this. He passed. He was killed. I'm going to ask you, Obum, because you're here. You were here in Nigeria when this happened.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine. I can't imagine. You know, you lose your mom. You know, I mean, it's a while back, even though for some reason I realized that I thought your mom passed recently, because so reading this book I'm like, wait, so this was 2014. This was, you know, this was a long time ago, but for me it felt like something that happened 5 years ago, 4 years ago. And you lose your dad in tragic circumstances. How do you come back from, how do you cope, how do you deal with that? How did you deal with that?
I'm still dealing with it. Yeah. You have to realize, I don't think a lot of people know, I was with my dad that day. We went to the event together.
When he died?
Yes, we went on each other. One small, it was like an award with like 8 people in it. But it doesn't really matter. And I remember my dad went up there and said, he and I were pledging 500,000. I met him outside. I said, I never discussed this thing with you. He joked. He said, my son, you're a DG now, just like your mother. He hugged me. And the small part of me is like, okay, my last interaction with him was a loving father. So I came back home. I took the Onitsha road. I saw his car go inside. And suddenly, I'm getting calls that my cousin has been shot. Okay, where are they? Is it kidnapping? What's going on? And I start hearing rumors of some people were shot. I found out my father died by watching the video of him dying on the floor on Facebook. That's how I knew my father died.
Oh my God.
I found out from Facebook. And this was a larger than life man.
Yes.
And just seeing him struggling to breathe and everybody's there videoing it. I mean, I think he was, the hospital that could have saved him wasn't there, but it's just the fact that people are trying to save you can make you hold on. Nobody even made an effort. And I understand why in Nigeria, but the humanity, like the driver was still alive. He was, and someone is videoing it. Where are you from? What's your name? And the driver is answering these questions. He's like, just get me a keke. The driver was just like, get me a keke to the hospital. And you're giving him questions and answers, so you post online. I have not recovered from that.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can normalize that. How that's our new reality. How you can be driving and be killed because you had a policeman. This was a doctor, the husband of Dora Akunyili, and he's killed because he had a policeman in his car. Or like, you can't make reason of it.
Yeah.
You rationalize it. They say it's politicians. They say it's ESN. And it doesn't matter. None of it matters.
Thank you for joining our YouTube channel. I hope you loved that video and you connected with it. Don't forget, please subscribe, please like, please share with your friends and family. Please comment. We love to see your comments, and to see the full versions, join our community right now. All past episodes on watch.withchude.com. Let's be human together.